Welcome to 2030. I own myself, have privacy, and life has never been better. Welcome to 2030. Welcome to my
A lot has changed in the last 10 years. The COVID power grab compelled everyone to stand up and make their own choices before someone else did it for them. Luckily, we snapped out of our collective stupor in time to take full responsibility for ourselves.
Owning property is essential for living creatures to provide safety and security for themselves. Like a bird has its own nest, which it defends from other birds and predators. In 2030, privacy and property are respected as a fundamental aspect of humanity.
Life has become easier, affordable. Fiat currency is void. Central banks have been abolished. Gold from the reserves were released to the market and inflation is minimal. The gold standard isn't perfect, but it's far safer than the absurd way we let private banks force interest rates and manufacture inflation. Sure, there were some inconveniences and we had to give up a few luxuries. These were small sacrifices compared to the top-down control we were suffering. Bigotry and prejudice are relics of the old way.
We realize our differences were being exploited for profit, controlled by a class of maniacs that co-opted our natural state and parked their preoccupations in our minds through a culture of psychological marketing.
All journalism is open source. People have been taught critical thinking, and an open market doesn't allow dishonesty to flourish. Censorship is impossible. Legacy media are still broadcasting traumatic propaganda, but they're treated as drug dealers. You're free to take as much poison as you like. It's your choice. But not many people bother with either drugs or TV anymore. They're niche interests the youth enjoy experimenting with, but everyone grows out of it.
The tech industry has been restrained from introducing pernicious, harmful, addictive products to the minds of children.
Only open source ethical companies thrive in today's market. Collecting and selling data is anathema to our modern sensibilities. The big data market went bust because privacy and anonymity is more desirable and profitable in 2030. Mental health issues have declined since nobody feels the pressure to live up to inhumane standards perpetuated by addictive social media routines. Working life is more fulfilling and balanced. Humans are in control of their days rather than being a commodity rinsed out from 9 to 5 with the weekend off to unwind.
Driverless cars are convenient. They're used for short local trips when you can't or don't want to drive. Popular with children, they run on their own tracks so as not to prevent free travel by individual car owners.
All food is locally produced, organic, and fresh. Poisonous additives, pesticides, and preservatives are illegal. Intensive farming, mass production, and processed shite cause so much harm they are considered as crime. Geoengineering is recognized as a war crime, along with GMOs and glyphosate.
There were some morons bathing the planet in untested microwaves beamed from space. It's funny to think just how close we came to frying ourselves for quicker downloads. Those idiots are in prison now, but they are still worshipped in the dumb ghettos, an archipelago of smart villages modeled on the Panopticon discipline system. Some devotees of government overreach found they couldn't handle responsibility. They voluntarily moved into these concrete reservations to live out their addiction to dominance, control, and surveillance. They're the least of humanity. Wretched weaklings with barely a mind between them, drones in a hive. 100% of them have cancer, but it's considered a thing of pride, a sign of devotion to the transhumanist struggle. They wear color-coded badges to show the advancement of their tumors. Behavioral modifiers delivered through the brain wire encourage them to clap for those with the biggest cancer score. Weaponized mind control is disguised as search engines are illegal in the real world, but a simulation of Google, remember Google, still operates in the dumb ghettos. The most healthy among them are sponsored by FANG, LARP Corp. Some allow their cognitive functions to be tapped by the corporation to be a human cloud and help with herd processing. They earn tokens for this. The rest subsist on handouts generated by artificial intelligence, a simulated government.
Sometimes I feel bad for all the frontline workers and healthcare professionals who went to jail after the COVID trials. But they chose to put their jobs and reputation above the welfare of the sick. Millions of treatable patients were left to die, committed suicide, suffered severe mental health problems. Some went blind, being refused treatment, lost limbs. Children forced to die alone, kept from their parents. All to protect themselves from a mild virus that 99% of us survived. They have the rest of their lives to reflect on their actions. Nobody claps for them.
Anywho, life for the rest of us is awesome. Not much sickness these days. Research into the cause of disease is heavily funded. The hammering of symptoms with chemicals is unlikely. Most of the big pharma corporations were devastated by the backlog of prosecutions when indemnity was lifted. Today's medicine production is ethical, rigorous, and prioritizes care. Only pure, safe remedies are available because you go straight to prison if you cause any harm. Average life expectancy is 120 years, and the advanced years are enjoyable. Dementia is almost eradicated. We think it's because of the clean diet, clean air, and clear water. But enough of my enthusiasm. I bet you can't wait for 2030. See you in 10 years.
Down the street the children play. For them it's just another day. The future's reflected in their parents' faces who chose to stay on in this place where they were born, went to school, got married, and kids like their grandparents before them did. Got to escape, you know, before it's too late. Although today I could say that I really will miss
You've been listening to truthconduit.com with Chris McMillon. Go to the subscribe page and sign up to get notifications of the latest posts. And check out the support page to help keep it going.
Yeah, I've got a friend in Jesus Christ. I've got a friend in Jesus Christ, and Krishna, and Buddha, and my bartender.
Have you found that your skills aren't matching up with the challenges ahead? Here are 19 essential skills for success that school never taught you. Get your free copy by following the link below or visit getautonomy.info/19skills.